in the first half of that ball game.
It was way too many.
Fadeaway three by Gomez, no good. Almost looked like a matchup zone by Boise State to start the game.
Yeah, I think they're going to change it up a little bit to throw off San Diego State a bit. That's what you need to do in games like this where you know each other so well.
Alston misses his.
He's 5th national in the three-point field goal percentage, so he has that green light. You can't give him that much room.
Yeah, Matt Mitchell said after the game, he said, you know, he was due for one when he hit that three in overtime. He said it was huge. He said, I was the one who cried.
Yeah, he said the older you get, the more you get emotional, right? You really value these players, and I give them so much credit. And, you know, he was asked about how they've dealt with all of this stuff with COVID this year, and he just kept saying that this team has been so disciplined.
Yep.
And a lot of that has to do with your seniors and your leadership.
Alston was trying to box.
Yep. When you are a shooter, and I can come from that perspective, you make your first 2 shots, you are golden. You are full of confidence, and you can tell that he's feeling good.
How do you get out of ruts when you have them like Shackle did last game?
You keep shooting, but to me, I had to get to the free throw line.
Yeah. The struggles from beyond the arc continue. 0 for 5 now for Boise State. Remember, 1 for 10 to start last game.
And they did not want to get in that rut again. And that was something Leon told us. Because you need 40 minutes of basketball to win a game.
Alston for 3, no good.
Coach Dutcher says to you immediately, if you don't defend, you don't play. That is one of his recruiting tactics. That's the identity of this program. You defend. And if you defend, I will give you freedom on offense. So this team definitely defends.
Yeah, the opposition averages about 27 points per game in the first half against San Diego State, which is huge. Acott brings the defense down. Alston for 3, off the side of the rim and out of bounds again.
And that was an undersized man against a bigger man, so really smart play.
Max Rice for 3, short. Another 3 attempt by Alston, no good. And San Diego State comes out. There it is with the height advantage over Kijab.
And it was pretty, and that's the way you take advantage of it. He's very athletic and he's skilled for his size.
Ball knocked away, and it's going to be his team now with 2 threes. Mitchell, pull-up jumper. In and out. I think you have to give Shaver another rebound on that.
Yeah, I do too. He is finding that ball. He's got quite the nose for it.
That's 8 rebounds. Alston for 3. Still looking for his first one. No good.
That's great.
The other day.
But you're not always going to make them. You need the balance.
Seiko for 3. It's no good. Yeah, the 3-point attempts last game was a program record. Alston for 3 off the pass from Armouche. He gets the offensive board, and he's fouled on the day of 18 now. We're tied at 18. Johnson to Gomez. Gomez for 3, and it's no good. Too strong. That's a tough pass. Alston for 3 in stride, short. Dutrieve, little dribbling display against Johnson. Tough shot, no good. And Alston with the offensive board and a 3, and it's no good again.
And he looks like he's aiming.
100 points in college basketball. He's not the scorer that he was previously, but he can drain it when he needs to. But the Cal State Northridge was a first-team All-Big West selection, as Alston has it stripped away, and a traveling violation. Gomez from 17, and he's going to help out.
Hey, Terrell Gomez, he's feeling it. He's in his zone. You can see it.
He has 7. It's a 5-point lead for San Diego State.
And Gomez doesn't just shoot threes. He has a really nice mid-range game. He's got a complete game.
Alston got some space, could not finish. Armouche with the rebound, and he's fouled on the floor. Gives it to a rope. Height advantage on Max Rice. Can't convert, but then steals it away and gets it back into the hands of Boise State. Here comes Max Rice. Inside to Kijab. Extra pass to Alston. And finally
in this game, and yet they're down just a few.
Mensa, hands swatting him. He can't get it. Alston with the rebound.
It shows you their defense has been pretty solid, because San Diego State does not exactly lit the world on fire either.
And Alston is fouled on the floor.
And that shows fatigue. I mean, anytime one of your best foul shooters and players misses two, you know we're feeling it a little bit in their legs.
Fourth in the conference in free throw percentage. Alston back in, has it knocked away, picked up by Tamayo. He struggled. Alston has struggled. The two leading scorers for both teams. Mitchell now has missed 3 free throws. And now he steals it away.
Pulliam really starting to step up. He's been a very good distributor throughout his career, but he is attacking the basket more as of late.
Yeah, coming in from junior college last year, I think he struggled, and they were just such a cohesive team that at times he would try and do things he didn't have to. He's playing much more under control this season.
He tied a career high with 18 points against Fresno State last week.
Now, part of it is that Boise defensively, they don't speed you up, but you saw Pulliam last year, he would have rushed it. Everyone got a touch in that possession. He takes his time, they go under the screen, he knocks down a 3.
And there's Alston.
One side, you got everybody on the weak side in the paint. San Diego State, same idea.
Alston. Armish is towering over everybody. Hauls in.
The original push, and then Mitchell got him, and then he fell down.
Here's Alston again. And it's tipped right to Mitchell. But
again, remember, some of these schools have been shut down for weeks. Obviously, California schools struggle to get in the gym.
Armish grabs another board.
He's such an important part of what Boise does.
Shaver to Alston.
I mean, think about it. You got two teams at the bottom of this league. New Mexico was in Lubbock. One of the reasons San Diego State is so hard to play against is that backdoor cut.
Great pass down low to Alston.
Now, went to JUCO. Last year came off the bench. Was a little erratic at times. Boy, the game has slowed down for him, and he continues to blossom.
Against Fresno State, they were pressuring everybody on the perimeter, and they were perfectly content to let Pulliam.
In overtime, he said it was huge. He said he can't let it go. He can let it go at any time, and you have to have faith in him every single time.
That's wonderful. It gives you confidence as a player.
Mitchell with the offensive rebound and the putback. All right, so it'll be San Diego State basketball. They forced the turnover. Each team with 3. Seiko in for the first time. He'd been battling a calf injury that left him in a boot a couple weeks ago. See the wrap on his left leg. He fires, no good. Rebound is pulled down by Mensah. And a foul that ends a scoring drought that was almost 4 minutes in length. In fact, it was probably right around that. And Boise State now 1 for its last 10. A rope back at his way in. 2 bigs in the game. 1 time.
At times when they do that, that's not what he likes. He likes when they're moving the ball, and you don't want to go back to that. Now, there's a time and place for it, but make sure you're moving the ball and not standing still and being stagnant.
Johnson going after Alston. Keeps his pivot foot. And Armush with his Eagles played limited minutes as 3 fouls.
Let's look at the clock and how long he stays out for, but I think it'll be a while as long as they've got the lead.
Yeah. Seiko can't convert, and a rope with the...
We're feeling it a little bit in their legs.
4th in the conference in free throw percentage. Alston back in, has it knocked away, picked up by Tamayo. With the good hands from Pulliam, who was the one who deflected it. Pulliam into the paint. That could be a hand-checking foul.
It was a very slanted, not even a real screen, actually. He was falling out of bounds.
It was unlucky.
It was. He was in a bad position.
San Diego State's without a field goal in the last 3 minutes. Gomez running the baseline, open for a moment. I don't know how he was able to maintain his footwork on that. Pulliam sweeps in, can't get it to go. Tamayo.
Tradition of Zag basketball, and this, I believe that this is the first year Boise is the more talented team than San Diego State.
That doesn't feel good. I can feel for him right now.
If it hurts Armish, it would hurt you. That's just a good way to look at it.
Screen by Mensah, rolls to basket. Boise State breaks it up. The Aztecs get it back. Here's Mitchell, spin move, and gets it to go. Man, he is so strong.
And Shaq with a little showmanship.
But that's what they do.
Yeah, well, you throw your head back. That's the big, throw your head back.
San Diego State, the best defensive team in the conference, and they pester everybody.
Look at Boise. They load up on the basketball as well. Loading up means the ball's on one side, really under it. And you have NBA players. Derrick, Alston, Nemi Keita, who I'll see tomorrow night. See it on Fox Sports 1. They take on Nevada. It's the fifth best team. Nevada's pretty good. Really good.
It's a talented conference. It's very top-heavy.
Yes, just the bottom is not good. There's no other way. I mean, Mexico and Air Force.
Fine. You look at the record, the top 4 teams in the Mountain West, 30-0 against the bottom 5 teams as Polian.
About high major transfer.
Seiko.
$2
Seiko.
$2.
There you go.
Give him another one.
Shackle, though, fighting for the rebound. And ball ends up going.
You know, you can play as hard as you can, as long as you can, then we'll get somebody else in. That same play, they got the lob in. Boise did a better job defending it this time.
And there's a key shot, Johnson, the most sport.
Gomez. Now sit down and don't talk for the rest of the game.
Three-pointer short. Tigo comes up with the rebound for San Diego State. And takes it in by himself. He is a play that Boise State has played lately are close games. They, of course, swept Utah State, knocked them out of first place, but they played close games. San Diego State hasn't done that.
There's been some all-timer close games between Boise and San Diego State in this league. And for a league championship on the line, feels like we're going to have one here.
Polian cut off on the baseline, back out to Mitchell. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Mitchell pulls from distance. No good. Shackle with the rebound. He goes up, gets fouled. Decide whether he wanted to dunk it or lay it in. And that's Dutrieve on the miss.
Dutrieve and Kijab have missed 3 of those, right? Dead layups, ball just slips out of their hands. Now, once again, San Diego State in prime position to close this thing out. Let's see if they can do it.
Under 2 minutes to go now here in overtime. Mitchell on Alston. 2 of the best players in the conference. Mitchell off the mark.
Good release there.